Ladles and jelly spoons is Tim Devlin with the mess in Tenerife. I'm here with the same shirt on as Monday. That's terrible, isn't it? I'd like to say that I washed it and put it back on, but I didn't. I haven't shaved. I haven't cooked anything. I've got a beer. But for those of you saying, "Oi, didn't think you were going to have beer,"
It's alcohol free.
it's alcohol free. Anyway, ladles and jelly spoons, thank you for joining us. If it's your first time here, this is Banter. And we have Christina. Hi, Chris.
Hey!
And Giuliani. Hi, Julie.
Hello.
Cleo sends her apologies. She's got something on this evening, and next week she's got something on, so it's going to be a few weeks. But she did say there's a bit of news that she could join with us. So in a couple of weeks she'll be bringing out all the latest and greatest news about visas, about voting, even if you're British, which is good for me, and stuff like that. So I shall let you know when she's available and everything. Hello everybody, the room is open, Ian, if you want to come in, or if anybody else wants to come in and say hello, just go to timothydowd.com/live and follow the instructions there. That would be cool. So Giuliani, I'll start with you this week. What's going on?
Plenty of sunshine.
Plenty of sunshine, yeah. I know you got a visitor.
Yes, my mom is still here, and yes, apart from work, yes, we've been doing a little bit of trips here and there and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The north of the island, which is nice and cool and refreshing, and yeah, and then the south. So a lot going on.
South's the desert.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but all in all, it looks very lush at the minute. If you look at the plants, they're greener than normally at this time of year.
People
I
are
would
saying
say.
there's no sound, but I'm sure there is. Need to reboot. Laptop has no sound. Oh, it's Charlie asking if the mic's on. And Craig says you need to reboot. Just let me know in the comments if you can hear us. It looks like you can hear. It's the wired line output, and I think we're loud enough, don't you?
Hello.
Yeah,
We can talk a bit louder.
we can. So, Chris, what's up with you? You've actually decided what the topic is going to be this week.
Yeah?
Cool. First time that you've come up and said, I want to talk about this.
Good.
So it's to talk about, what did we say? It's Christina's dreams
Yeah.
and how to stay optimistic in a shitty world.
That's right.
I didn't write shitty. I wrote SHI77Y, which looks like shitty, but there you
Eh,
go. Okay. So, as I say, if you want to come and say hello, you can come and say hello in the room. If I miss you coming in, wait, because sometimes you pop in and then I don't say hi and then you pop out because I'm doing something or other. But there you go.
Sound is great.
There,
Everyone says.
So,
good.
it's just Charlie and it's Craig that are having problems. So we've got 44 people on. I don't know how many thumbs up at the moment, but it says 5 here. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up just because I like myself. You got to like yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
Then go back onto live chat. That's what I keep forgetting, to go on live chat. All messages are visible. The Iron Man says it's fine. There you go. Cool, dude. So, this is
And how about you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Your week?
I've been. I got a new chair that you missed because you came out the wrong
Yeah.
door. But I got a new chair, which is going to be better for me back when I'm editing. I've been doing a bit more editing because I've got the new drone.
And it's so comfortable that we even got to shower and cooked in.
Just, I know. Killing me, man.
She's honest.
You don't have to be that honest. Being honest like that is just saying, hey, you don't sweat much for a fat lass. I mean, that's honest, but it's not something you'd say, is it? As an example. As an example. Yes, I got my drone, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. There's two types of people that comment on it in Facebook and what have you. The first type of people is wow, great footage, and really positive, and the others are surreptitiously saying you shouldn't do it, and they're saying it like, do you have permission for that, or shouldn't you be not flying over a beach? You know?
Shouldn't you be cooking
Shouldn't you be
and
cooking?
changing your
And-
shirt?
And you should. Exactly. So we got two in the camp, but yeah, I am following all the rules. I have registered the drone. I have read the manual, which is the prerequisite to flight, and I've also gone further than that. And I've been on YouTube and reading stuff up about how to be safe with the drone. Also, the rules and regulations of where you can and can't fly, and what you can and can't do whilst you are flying. Getting people involved if they're near you, or if they don't want to be involved, going more than 500 meters away before you take off. Once it's up in the air, don't fly over crowds. And it actually does say you shouldn't fly over a beach on a sunny day. But the rules are basically designed for crowded beaches. So they just assume that you can fly over a beach on a cloudy day because they assume there's going to be nobody there. But don't fly over the beach on a sunny day because it's going to be full of clouds. It's full of crowds, not clouds. Full of crowds, right? So the European rules are don't fly over crowds. But because they didn't want to put a mass per square meter of what a crowd is, they put in a guideline to say don't fly over a beach on a sunny day. But what they meant was don't fly over a crowded beach. So the letter of the law is don't fly over a beach on a sunny day, but all days are sunny here, and there's beaches all around the island, so we're a bit screwed on that one. So I'm taking it to mean don't fly over a crowded beach. And when they mean crowds, what they mean is like football gatherings or concerts, because the people can't get out of the way if the drone automatically falls out of the sky. So, in a shitty world, I'm staying optimistic that I'm following the heart of the law, with maybe not following the letter of the law in that respect. But all the rest I'm doing, yeah, doing pretty well. And I'm enjoying the editing process. I mean, the reason I didn't go shopping today is because I was too busy editing. I went out this morning with my 360-degree camera and my drone and sat on the cliff down the bottom there and started toying with the settings to make it more cinematic, the camera settings. So the camera settings, like your yaw, which is like left and right, and up and down.
I hear.
I can hear Ian Miller in the background.
Yes.
Coolo doodoo. Ian, if you want to come on, now's your time. Unless you're not ready
How's
yet.
that?
It's
there we
now
go.
or never.
That's now or never. Give it to me. I've got to get a threes up. There we go.
One
Threes
long
up.
world.
Hello,
gonna go-
Ian.
Hey, Ian.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. How's that?
Hello, folks.
Hello, kiddo. How's it going?
It's going all right here. You
Cool, dude.
put me in that corner, have you? Wait till I make myself respectable, like. That's better.
Okay, cool. So, Ian, how was your day?
Oh, my day was very relaxing and very quiet. Not very much to do at the moment. It's cold outside, it's wet outside. Just doing a wee bit of maintenance here and there, just to keep myself occupied and getting in under people's feet.
You've been putting out some great content, Ian. I really do like your videos. So, do you guys feel very much in the present moment when you are doing your filming and your editing and you're putting it up and what have you?
Yeah, I'm getting into the hang of doing it now. It's time consuming, like for what I've done. It's very time consuming, but yes, I'm very optimistic to what I can put out in the future.
Yep, it looks great. It looks great.
It does. I mean, especially the older ones where you've been putting some of the pictures together from your trips to Ibiza. I quite like those because the first time we went abroad was Ibiza, wasn't it, kid?
Yeah.
Playa de Talamanca, just around the
All
corner
right.
from the Ibiza town. And
Right. Yeah.
we were in
Oh,
that hotel. What was the hotel called? Argos. And it
Argos.
still exists today, the Hotel Argos.
Yeah.
It's like a half-star
yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
wouldn't want
Yeah.
to go there again.
I
Maury
mean,
Fitzsimmons
it's
saying that Boris is taking over from Liz Truss. Is that true?
Yeah.
sorry, mate. I missed that.
Do you see now his favourite to take over from Liz Truss leaves is Boris?
Oh, aye. Oh, aye. That's rumours.
I'm glad I don't live there. You could probably fly to Lanzarote, Tim, and Mac and Crack and get away to you. Sarah Childs. Sarah, I just got to apologise to you actually, because I didn't get to see DJ, and so I've got the card of the Mac Master. He's not coming here, and I've got the card of DJ. They're still here. I'm gonna. I need your permission to open the Mac Master card, to photograph it, to send it to him, because I don't want to open it if it's got something personal in there. So you can either send me an email and give me the things, or if it's okay, you can just clip it here. But if it's anything you don't want me to see or what have you, then let me know. I'm going to photograph the one for DJ because that was already opened front and back, and I'll send that to him. He's gone home now. I didn't get to see him this time. He is in Lanzarote, and Dan and Sahara have gone over for a holiday as well, so they're meeting up. I talked to Christina this morning about flights. There is a flight at 11 o'clock on Friday, which gets in at 11:55, and then the return flight is 17:50, gets in at 18:45 here. But it's 64 euros each. So that's like 100 and maybe 200 by the time we paid for parking or taxis or whatever to go there. So we don't know whether we're going to go, and also I don't know whether they've got time on Friday because I just looked. So we'd have to go there and back in a day, which would be just too much for you, wouldn't it, Chris?
I think so,
And I
yeah.
couldn't leave
But I
Chris.
would have done it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
But what I could have done was left you in bed all day. No?
Oh, no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no.
A bucket by the
That's,
side
that's
of you
not,
and a
that's
bag
not
of chips.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah, just put a bucket by the side of her and a bag of chips, you'll be alright. Not.
not.
Okay, so sorry Ian, I totally interrupted you there.
Nah, you're
Somebody-
okay.
Mr. Mulready said I'm talking too much. Why he had to private message you to tell me that, I don't know. But I'm talking too much because it's my channel.
That's your show. You're running the show, boy.
It's not my show. This show is no. This show is our show.
And it's your show.
It's your show
Yeah.
too. Yeah. There you go.
Very, very well said, sir. Very well
Yeah.
said. I'll crawl back into my shell. Come on, we're in for a laugh.
So, Tim, you made it onto my channel. Says gay or not gay? Question mark. Cool, dude. I'm one of those. So, what's the topic today, Chris?
It's how to stay optimistic in a beep world. And my dreams, basically, but they're not so important.
The dreams are not so important. That's what everybody's tuned in to hear your dreams.
Exactly.
Of
Exactly.
course they are. Yeah.
They
don't-
are important.
They want the interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Like tonight, I went on a train, and it was just like it was 30 years ago.
Yeah, but don't forget, not everybody's a German.
Yeah,
So you got to tell them what the trains were like 30 years ago in Germany.
yeah, you had two seats that faced each other, different wagons, and last night it was all smokers. There was one wagon non-smoking. That was full, of course. The other one were comfy and stinky. And the non-smoker was really crowded and didn't get a place to sit.
Do you know where you were going?
Yain.
Yain
Yain.
means yes and no.
Berchtesgaden.
You were going to Berchtesgaden. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
with you and Stephanie.
I don't want to go to Berchtesgaden.
But then we went to the loo, and that was the station of Berchtesgaden.
In the loo.
And we missed it, and you went off.
Oh no. And I'm curious to know, when you are dreaming that, are you in a wheelchair or are you walking?
No, never.
You are walking through,
Yeah.
through the compartments.
Yeah.
So going through all the smoking compartments, you are walking and rushing through.
Right to Stephanie on my hand, because she's
Okay.
always little.
Okay. So there you can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
basically, right?
Apart from you got a little kid on your sleeve and your husband's
Yeah.
left you in Berchtesgaden in the toilet. That's what I'm drinking tonight. It's juicy lime juice and alcohol-free beer. It's the only way I can get it down.
You're Shandy.
My lager and lime.
Ian, have you been dreaming anything lately? Anything special? Or do you remember your dreams at all?
Sometimes I remember them. Yeah, I see me getting up in the morning and saying, "Oh, I remember that during the night. I remember dreaming about something. I remember dreaming about maybe having to get up and cut my grass during the night or something like that. It was maybe too long, you know. But yeah, just wee bits and pieces and that. I wouldn't say I'm a dreamer. That no,
No.
no, like that.
Do you dream solutions to problems? I tend to dream solutions to problems.
It's funny you say that actually. I see back in my working days, I've seen this going to bed and been thinking about something, and in your subconscious you're dreaming about that subject, that thing, or that problem you had during the day. See, when you get up the next morning, that is the first thing that comes to your mind.
Uh-huh.
What you were dreaming of during the night. Whether you get the right answer or no, it's a different story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if other people have that sort of feeling as well. But the last thing that you're thinking about when you go to sleep, you can dream about it, and it's the first thing that enters your mind when you get up the next morning.
I think you can actually do that. You can actually lucid dream. Have you tried that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can lucid dream. That means you know you're in the dream, and therefore you can do anything you want. It's you've got to get. There's a certain state of mind you've got to get into to be able to do it. You've got to believe you can do it first of all, and you've also got to design a hook to find out when you dream. A bit like Inception, where he spins the thing, when you got to know that you're dreaming. But lucid dreaming's
That's a good thing, and I think you can also create a good setting for that. So, like we once were talking about, you're dreaming what you were last thinking of. So you can actually prepare a good night's sleep and a good dream or a problem solution. Maybe asking for certain tips or whatever you're seeking answers for. And yeah, and then just relax, give in to it, surrender to it. And what I like to do is also always have a piece of paper and a pen next to me, because I never recall my dreams. Basically, it's like waking up
They're
and then
there for a second and then gone, yeah?
exactly.
Okay.
Oftentimes, there not many that I can recall.
No, I don't
But-
remember my dreams either.
But
Typically.
sometimes it happens that I wake up in that very moment, and then I write it down, and that's a good way, especially if you're looking for problem solutions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think it's because lots of things are happening in your lives.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that your life is pretty steady every day
Yeah.
the same, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right, yeah.
But then, on the other hand, I mean, you are doing a lot of audio book reading. So you are listening to a lot of audio books, which entices your imagination, I guess.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that you're listening to, maybe, or have been seeing or listening to throughout the day, it's processed throughout your dreaming process.
Stephen's saying that if you fall from a great height in your dream and you don't wake up, you die.
Uh,
But the thing is, how do you know? Because all the people that died, you can't ask them.
But what you were saying about the lucid,
Do you-
go on, Ian.
Do you think? I mean, you can dream, and if you're dreaming at something, can you really go deep, a deep dream where you're dreaming, you're just concentrating on that one particular subject, but you could dream lightly. You would be able to if somebody was to open a door or close a door, or you heard the noise, you could hear that, but you're still dreaming, you're still sleeping, and you're still
Yeah.
dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inception.
Yeah. And I think that's like the lucid dreaming kind of effect. I would say like taking a nap for not a long period of time, where you don't really sleep a long period of time. There, it tends to happen more frequently. That you are sort of lucid, kind of still aware what those noises or other sense perceptions are, and they can be incorporated in the dreaming process. And what I wanted to say is, sort of like lucid dreaming is quite similar to our human awakening. So if we are not really aware of something, then we are definitely dreaming, or we are not conscious.
Right.
But we can be, even though we are unconscious, we can still become more aware and more awake within the mess, I would say.
Wow.
So-
We're getting deep here now. Maybe the whole thing's a dream, and really I'm a prince,
Yes.
and it's just lunchtime and I'm having a nap.
could
Ah.
be, and then
Exactly.
you wake up
God.
and you're
I've put this up on the
again.
screen. Ray Duffy says, "Hi guys and girls, I'm Basil. I'm just watching Tim and Kevin from months ago. Well done." And then he says, "I dreamed I ate a 10-pound marshmallow, and when I woke up, my pillow was gone."
Get it? Good one, Ray.
And Webby's on. Webby, boom. Paul Webb, he's probably down there in the pub wondering why I'm not drinking alcohol. Oh, yes, he did say alcohol free? Question mark. Yeah, I'm on a health kick for a couple of days,
Weeks.
weeks.
Need to lose weight.
Need to lose weight, do I?
That's what the doctor says.
Yeah, when the doctor says you're impotent, you get to dress impotent. But I don't think it's healthy drinking 25 cans of alcohol-free beer.
No, did the doctor suggest that?
No, just to get a buzz, isn't it, really? You know? I think I'm getting a what's the word?
If you're
Overdose on lime juice.
Go on, Ian.
do you see when you're talking about dreaming when you're dreaming, would you do you dream positively or do you dream negatively?
Give me an example.
Right? Well, what I was thinking about positively, if you go to your bed, and as I said earlier on there, if there's something you think you have the solution to, right, and you fall asleep and you're dreaming about the solution, I would say you're dreaming positively. You're looking for an answer and you're looking for a positive answer. So when you wake up in the morning, you've been thinking about that and you've been thinking positively. If you went to bed and you fell asleep and you had negative thoughts, that would affect what you're thinking about when you get up the next morning. You would get up with a negative feeling in your mind. That's just that's just what I'm thinking about. Like, you know, have you got an answer for that? Have you got something else you could add on to that?
I just found out when I get a bad dream, it can spoil the whole day. I wake up in a bad mood and it'll stay like that until I go to bed.
And you don't want that, I tell you. Don't live. Ray Duffy, thank you so much for the donation there. Tim, you are sober October. Have the next one November the 2nd, Madgie's birthday. I definitely will. No, actually, I said Christmas, didn't I?
Yeah.
But that probably won't make till Christmas. I won't make it.
Uh,
No.
But yes, Ian, I would definitely
See you,
say.
David.
I would definitely say that it helps a lot to create a healthy surrounding before you go to bed. So the setting is always important.
Uh-huh.
So that also makes a good dream or bad dream or nightmare or yes. And
Nightmare.
also in our dreams, I mean, we also process our fears.
Beers.
They too.
Fears.
They too. They too. And then you might have to get up
David Butler.
during the
That would
night.
be
Am I the only one reading comments here? David Butler says, Ian, like you, if thinking of something in work, strange dreams about solving word puzzles or matching patterns, then wake up not worried about the problem because it seems ear. I think that was a mistake. I think it was a typo, but there you go.
I agree with what Christine says there. If you've been dreaming and you wake up and you've had a bad dream and you're not in a good mood, it puts you out for the rest of the morning and sometimes for the rest of the day. I've had that feeling. I've got up in the morning, I've had a bad dream, it's put me in a bad mood, and everything goes wrong that particular day and in that particular time. I would agree with what Christine said there. Yeah,
Why am I totally
definitely.
the opposite? I mean, if I have a good dream and I wake up, I'm in a bad mood because it was a good dream and not real. But if I have a bad dream and I wake up, I'm happy that it was just a dream. So I really get pissed off
It's just a
when I've had
though.
a good dream and it's not real, like rolling down the hills.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Uh,
But what does that tell you? You are the one in charge. You got the one. You got the remote control.
Talking about remote control, Simon Farrant says, Tim, was it a dream or did you get rid of that TV you put up for sale the other day? It was a dream, actually, because I put it up for sale. I got so many idiots calling me that I decided to just say it was sold. I've kept it. So if you want the TV, go and pick it up. Heather McCarthy, I never remember my dreams, only bits and pieces of them, so they never really make sense. You know, they make sense when I'm dreaming them, but afterwards when I try and think about it, they don't make any sense whatsoever. David Butler says, dreamt in the 1960s about a part of London Underground that had been blocked off during the Blitz. Woke up to the programme news, re the Mile End tube disaster. Oh dear. Dear, that
That's
was
the
good.
programming going in.
And Joanne's screaming, I'm always dreaming, my teeth are falling out.
Ooh. T-
Oh,
dreaming about
oh,
teeth? Yes, I would definitely look that one up.
Oh, you know, people, there's books, isn't there, say that we can interpret your dreams, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's bumf. Bumf.
Okay.
Humbug, I tell you, humbug.
Okay. And what about, I would like to know about the dreams, not the dreams that we're dreaming during the night, but the dreams that we have and we have made reality. How about those dreams?
I didn't understand the question. Can you say it again?
Okay, not only the dreams that we are dreaming at night
Yeah?
during sleeping, but the dreams that we have, like I have a dream that one day. So those dreams, what about those?
They're just wishful thinking.
Okay. How about the one that you made reality?
It's not a dream
Coming
anymore.
coming here and living here.
Then it's nothing to do with dreaming then.
No?
Well, it's real.
Yeah, but back a few years back when it still hasn't manifested, it has been a dream, hasn't it?
It does nothing manifest. Just have an idea, take off.
Oh, well, idea or dream, whatever you want to call it, but it has been some kind of thinking.
I think that when you say I have a dream, you don't really expect it to come true. I think it's a wishful thinking, right? And then if it does come true, it was either your sights were too low, so you were just planning. It was nothing to do with dreaming. But if you dream big, I'm going to get 100,000 followers on YouTube, that's wishful thinking, right? But on the day that I get 100,000 followers, I can always look back and say my dream came true. So it's all
your
retrospective.
dream came true.
May your
Okay.
dreams come true. Marie Altier says, I just dream we're going to live
That's
in a world that we feel safe. I know that not going to happen, but you're not safe to walk your dogs nowadays without getting jumped in the middle of the afternoon on a Sunday. Well, I would move away from that place immediately.
Yes, all choices.
Yep. Go and live with some nice people.
How about your dreams, Ian? How about those dreams I was just mentioning? Are they dreams or just wishful thinking?
I had a dream.
You had or have?
It's dreaming, and there's also there's dreaming and wishful thinking. Dreaming and wishful thinking would be, yeah, I'll maybe achieve that someday. But you could have a dream, but you could make the dream come true.
Yes.
I could dream that I'm going to have a beautiful sunflower plant at the top of my garden. I could make that dream come true.
But
Obviously,
that,
I've got to get my
yeah, but then
seed
it's
and
not a
plant
dream,
the
it's a
seed,
plan,
and
isn't
I've
it?
got to look after it.
Yeah, but then it's a plan. That's what I'm saying.
It's, no,
Typically,
well,
typically the
okay, it's a
dreams.
plan, but
Yeah.
your dream has now become a plan.
Yeah.
Okay. I think when people are
You've,
saying
you've
I
dre-
have a dream or I dream that one day, that they don't expect it to come true. I think that's what the difference would be for me by saying I've got a dream that one day we'll all be nice to each other and live in harmony with justice for all, right? And and I know that's probably not going to happen. Or I know that everybody's got to work on it, and everybody's not going to work on that. So therefore, it's a dream that maybe we can work towards, or something like that. Whereas if you say I'm going to plant a plant and it's going to flower on Friday, that's a plan. Yeah.
But do you think that like we confuse dreams with wishful thinking?
Now I think wishful thinking is also, in certain circumstances, a different animal to a dream, whereby you act as if something is going to happen when really deep down you know it isn't. You know,
But that's just a belief.
that's right.
And it's your
it's like
own.
voting Conservative
It's,
if you're a worker
and it's your own.
earning less than 250,000.
And it's your own belief. So I mean, it's. I guess it's also taking action and making certain sacrifices towards something. So if we say, oh, I have that dream, yes, am I willing to put in the work or to sacrifice certain things to make it reality or not?
I understand what you're saying. It's just that the word dreams and language is very specific in that
Yeah.
respect, right? And you would not use the word dream if you were expecting it to come true, or if you expected it to come true without a lot of hard work and luck to be true. And taking John Lennon's words, you may say I'm a dreamer. So telling somebody you're a dreamer means like you're thinking of stuff that's basically not going to come true. So this semantics of if your dream comes true, either your dream was too easy, you right,
Yeah.
or it wasn't a dream; it was just a plan, in my mind.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. But I'm always right.
And it's always your own thing. Like you said, they might call me a dreamer. That's them,
Yeah,
right? But you can prove it differently.
he's not the only one.
Exactly.
There you go. Okay, Craig says maybe certain things in your mind get remembered, not a dream about when you wake up. It's the interesting part when you wake up. Right, yeah. I have a theory that you dream just before you wake up.
Sometimes it feels like that.
It does,
Yes.
yeah. And maybe, what's the word? Eternity, yeah? Heaven and hell. That heaven is the last millisecond of your life is stretched out into eternity. Tim, you're saying the word dream is too soft when it comes to changing the world. Vision or ambition are stronger words. Plan even stronger. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that you would use the word dream when you don't expect it to be easy to achieve or for it to come true anytime soon without a drastic change of other things. Whereas a vision might be same as a dream, but you have a plan to get there, and ambition is the emotion that you need to make the vision or the dream come true. I don't know, yeah.
Would
So
you
they are
maybe
all
then
words.
say that dream is maybe too feminine, and the words vision, ambition, and plan are more masculine and more, yeah,
What is it in German?
Traum.
Is it der Traum?
Der Traum.
It's männlich
Well,
then. It's
no,
masculine.
I'm not talking about the articles. Pardon my French, screw the articles, because das Mädchen ist auch keine die Blume.
That's it.
Yeah,
Basically,
doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense now. No.
But
In fact, I don't know what pronouns the dream is going to use these days.
der Traum.
Der Traum. It's männlich. It's masculine in German, right?
Yes.
What is it in French, you know?
Spanish, el sueño.
El sueño.
Yeah, it's
Le
masculine.
rêve. No?
Yeah.
Le rêve.
La rêve.
Rêve.
Yeah, well, that's female then. It's French, right?
La rêve. La rêve, le rêve. Je ne sais pas.
Je ne sais pas. Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français. So, got assaulted on Sunday when I was walking my dogs, left me shocked and bruised face and other injuries. Oh my God. I hope you called the police and the people were brought to justice.
When you have a dream, are you optimistic of getting your dream into reality?
It depends on who you are, I suppose. I mean, I think that if you are an optimist, then yeah. But if you maybe a pessimist, then you say, oh, it's just pie in the sky. You know, it's just a dream. It's not real.
Or a realist.
Or a realist, yeah. Well, if you're a realist, you might say that's what you're dreaming there is pie in the sky. It's never going to happen, right? Or you can say, I dream that we'll all have bread and butter tomorrow, and you still dream it even though there's no evidence of it. So it just
I
depends
mean,
what you're talking about, really. It's
real
quite a deep conversation.
being realistic about dreams, yeah, it's can be tricky because to make dreams come true, I guess we have to work with something that is not external, that is not very visible and tangible and out there, because it's just internal in
Uh-huh.
the first place. It's an internal image that we have, and that's the we are the only one who can make it visible or tangible or audible. So basically, any production that you are making, for instance, with your drone or any video content you're putting out, you first had in your head how it's going to be looking.
Okay, I understand. So in that respect, dreaming is making a thought, or creating a thought.
Yeah,
Okay,
creation.
creation. There you go.
Yeah.
I just want to read another thing. I dream of eventually living in Tenerife and joining Tim and Chris personally every week for Meetup Mondays is Cole's place.
Oh,
Woohoo!
wow.
You can make that.
Ah,
That's a good dream,
Actually,
isn't it?
they are
good.
working on the digital nomad visa, which will allow you to work here as long as you can work remotely, and it's not
Mhm.
for a Spanish company. That's the thing. It can't be a Spanish company. And there was an answer to that. When does a dream become a nightmare? Yeah, spending every Monday with me and Chris is a nightmare, I tell you. What else was there? A dre- there was an answer to that. I've missed it. What does a dream become a nightmare? Oh, Cole, you get bored with all the constant sunshine and cheap beers and breakfasts. Not.
Yeah.
Heather's saying never get bored. The sunshine, Pete and Shell. Anne-Marie's saying the subconscious mind can create a fantasy, dreams not under your control, as well as nightmares. When you wake up, I want to continue the fantasy dream. I can't. Bad dreams can be prominent in your mind. And Tina's saying I often daydream, but about being in Tenerife, or if I can't sleep, I go to my happy place in my mind.
Happy place. Happy place is good, eh? And that's a good place to be, yeah. Even when you are not sleeping, you can do some daydreaming, as you call it.
Or as It's Craig says, dream
Just
meaning
yep.
a series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind.
Right.
And he's
Yep.
added during sleep, but it can also be a daydream. Calls for Sarah says, I was emotional wreck leaving Tenerife this time. Want to be over there, but maybe not now. Save a fortune on heating bills. Barry Oliver, good evening, you all, Tim. Cold and dark in Scotland. Craig's on, dream on. I dream that NHS workers get paid a fair wage. You don't have to dream that, you can actually do something about that. And Scotsman in Tenerife is on. Don't know who he is. I had a dream I was in Tenerife last night, lol. I had a dream you were in Benidorm. Hi, Kevin.
So what he
Kev,
is. So where he is now.
I think he was in Benidorm. Actually, you can't tell because you might be watching a video of him in Benidorm, but that was like 6 months ago. Thomas, you may think I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. There you go. We join you all in our happy place, Julie Wade says. And lifetime slimness, you are where you are in your head. That is steep as well, isn't it?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was reading, when I was young and a teenager, I was reading Descartes, or Descartes, however you really say it. I think, therefore I am. In the bedroom, and my dad shouts up, says, Timmy upstairs. I said, how the hell should I know?
Yes. So, no, but that's a good one. The you are where you are in your head. Yeah, because we are who we are in our subconscious mind, because
Uh-huh.
that's our automatic response. So we do things automatically
Uh-huh.
because that's how we are programmed in our subconscious mind.
That's true. Who programmed me? I want to know. I want my money back. Want my
All
money
of
back.
them.
Christian Bertrand is on from sunny
Not bad.
Erding, and he says hi together. Also, hallo zusammen.
Hello, hallo zusammen. Hallo
Hi together.
zusammen.
Ich hoffe, es bleibt kein Traum. Ich möchte in circa 6 Jahren in Tenerife wohnen. Dream on.
Ja,
Translate that. It says, I hope it doesn't stay a dream. I want to be living on Tenerife in 6 years. Dream on. Dream on.
yeah,
Good man,
so,
good man.
yeah.
Back in Scotland yesterday.
Oh, hard luck, Kevin.
I dream of the UK rejoining the EU. Actually, probably Poland and Italy will just leave first. There'll be plenty of room.
Oh, Sarah, that's nice. You framed our picture. That's beautiful. So you got your happy place at home. Good.
Wow. Yeah, Tim, but the
Right,
dream
right,
still has
right.
not come true. There you go. I know. I know. As I say, dreams just don't come true by accident. You got to make them come true.
Exactly.
And the only way you can do it is to find like-minded people that dream the same thing and come up with a plan. And I think what we need now is a leader that is not selfish. In the world, I'm not talking about the UK now. A leader in the world is not selfish, who can explain to people that we've had it so good in the past 100 years after the Industrial Revolution that a post-industrial revolution world is going to have to be, we're going to have to be worse off in ourselves to be better off for the world. You know, so you got to eat less meat, no factory farming chickens, all that type of thing. No massive agriculture, so things are going to get more expensive if we stay with the current system of money and goods. So what you want really is a plan of how to save the world, the planet's climate, and then everybody get together and make the whole world a massive kibbutz or something like that, you know, where everybody just tills the soil, produces food locally, trades over shorter distances with resources that you don't have. The major resources like clean water, energy, and stuff should be a global thing that is basically created and given to everybody for free. You should never have to pay for energy, and we just got to find ways of making it easy to move around. You know, so I mean that's a dream, really. But first of all, you've got to get away from the ownership and money and services and things, and that is the hardest thing because people just can't imagine not paying for something, you know, or not striving to get a better one. You know, but that whole concept has to change.
But how do we start doing that?
Unfortunately, the only way is a bloody revolution or a natural disaster.
But just take yourself, for
Yeah.
instance.
Yep.
I mean, you're saying not striving for better or not wanting the same or the next better thing. I mean, we all can do our little bit to it because obviously you also always want the newest updated version of any
Exactly.
technology.
Exactly.
And I want certain other updated things. So so we are all in sort of like putting our little piece or little drop to it.
I think that
And-
what you can do is you can like we've stopped using plastic in dental care. So we're using these
Yeah.
pastels and we're using bamboo
Yeah,
toothbrushes.
toothbrushes.
Right. So that's one thing we can do. But basically, it's that is just a message, right? To say we want to reduce plastics. We're not really reducing plastics because we use a lot of surgical gloves. We use a lot of syringes. You know,
Yeah,
so there's
yeah.
lots of stuff that we use. But we say no, and we don't buy the white chicken. We always buy yellow chicken. or we'll try and get a better welfare piece of meat or a better welfare vegetable. So you think about it like that, and if everybody or a lot of people do it, then it does make a difference. It
Exactly.
does make a difference.
Like Kim was saying,
Eh,
we don't need it perfectly, but if we all do our little bit to it,
Yeah.
then and also keeping the intention
Yeah.
alive,
Yeah.
and staying awake and staying aware on a continuous level, because it's not doesn't really help if it's only once. It's constantly making that little check up. Oh, did I do that, or did I?
Yeah, but
Oh,
what I'm
what could
saying
I
is
do better?
revolution. I'm saying revolution in that we need a revolution before a disaster, right? And these little bits that we do are all sort of nice, and some people can't afford not to buy cheap meat and not to buy cheap vegetables, or never buy vegetables or whatever, yeah, and only use plastic because it's cheap and it's called plastic rubbish for a reason, right? Um, but if you look at it, I mean, you read people like Michael Moore, I assume, or what's the guy, the long-haired guy? Uh,
Um, Russell
Russell, yeah. Russell, what's his name?
Brand Brand.
Russell Brand. I watch him. I watch him. And Michael Moore, and they're both saying that there's 100 companies that create 80% of the carbon gases. Only 100, right? So you could actually make a decision and go and knock on their doors and say, don't do it anymore. But all the syringes, nobody would make syringes anymore because you can't create plastics. No, there'd be no tubes. There'd be no medical. So it's not. It's easy to say let's stop plastic in the world, but you don't know how invasive all these things have become over the last 100 years in the industrial revolution. So there has to be a deindustrialized revolution for us to get back to being in harmony with the world. And the problem is that you can have 90% of the people in harmony with the world, but if 10% don't, then it's the 90% are wasting the time. So you really do have to have either a resource war or a natural disaster for people to come out the other side to say we won't do that again. Yeah.
Or stay stay being a positive example.
You can do that as well, but then we're going back to dreamers.
That's
Yeah.
the same as hope, right?
Hope is the last bastion of the, well, whatever it says. So, politics and business are based on relationships. Brexit causes divorce. Expect a divorce, be nice, and do business. Dream on. Like in Star Trek First Contact, when Picard says they didn't need money, everybody worked for the community. Exactly. What about those protesters that poured milk over the floor in Waitrose? I didn't hear about that one. That's wishful thinking, Tim. Makes so much that makes so much sense, right? Hi, Kevin. I think you're bang on the nail there, Tim. Your lifetime experiences programmed you. Thank you. Good vlog, Tim and Co, says Stephen. I'm working backwards here. Okay. Where's next on your travels, Kevin? And plastics for necessary things, medical, for instance. Yeah, you're right. It's it's a hard one, and I don't think balcony banter is going to solve it.
No.
But we're what was we? We're raising awareness. There you go.
That's the word. That's
It's
the word.
hard to be optimistic in the
Can I
world.
can I pick up?
No,
Yes, yes, yes. Go on, Ian.
there you go.
Can I pick up on the tail end of a comment that Christian made there? Everybody work for the community. It's a thing now. I'm going to talk about food. Um, we find now there is a lot of places in the community now where they're forming community gardens. They're growing their own fruit, vegetables, and what have you. Now, that serves as a double purpose. It's serving as providing food for the people round about, especially in this day and age. And it's also serving as using land, which has maybe been wasteland at one time. The communities are getting together and they're cultivating that land, they're planting the vegetables, and they're starting up their garden shops and what have you. It's all happening in the community. I think this is a thing now that more and more people need to realise. I mean, every day people talk about they're going to the supermarket. Oh, this is up, this is up. They go tomorrow. Oh, the thing's up again. So I think now we all need to sort of screw the head a wee bit and look to our communities to get more involved in producing food for ourselves now. Um, if I mean, when the farmers and that are producing food and mass producing it, their costs are going up, which is in turn just getting passed on to the consumer. So this again is community work. So let's all the communities get together and do their wee bit. I know in my area there is one or two community gardens sprung up. Now I'm not talking about small gardens. I'm talking about people taking on acres of ground and cultivating that themselves, and they do everything themselves. They do all they look after all their plants. They do all their regeneration of their waste and everything, and it all goes back into the ground. It's all recycled back into the ground. So I think in time to come, more and more people will be. I would expect more and more people to be going down that avenue, sort of producing your own food. I personally love producing my own food. I produce for my own needs, uh, and being I'm not being a pessimist. I'm being an optimist. It's saving me a lot. It's saving me money, and it's giving me a lot of pleasure. And I think it will give other people a lot of pleasure as well.
Yeah, yeah. So, and you are growing too.
Yeah, we're growing our herbs.
Yeah, there they
That
are now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. There they are.
that's basil in the background.
And
That's that's
apart
what
from
that's Basil Faulty. That is
not Ray.
not Ray.
And oregano.
Oregano, yeah, and thyme.
Time.
Tomillo or tomi was it
Uh,
Thymian.
there, there,
Timian?
I mean, there's Pauline. Pauline's made a comment there. Is it's hard to be optimistic in this world with everything going on. Yeah, I would take the point. It is hard, but you have to be optimistic.
You don't have to
You have to
be,
be
but
positive. You have
it's
to be
better if you
positive
are.
in the world.
Me
Sorry?
and Lewis are all told to eat wheat and veg, become vegan. Meat cows produce much methane. Now we're out farting the cows. Not a joke, reality. They do say that production of cows is one of the major contributions to the climate change.
Yeah, they do. They just say that. Yep.
But we're at the end of the tether now. We've done the hour. It's amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
That's really really amazing. I
Uh,
thoroughly enjoyed it today. If
Yes,
I didn't get
thank
to
you.
your question, I apologise. If you want to ask a question, you can either send me an email. You can send Ian an email. His address is in the description, or Giuliani. We'll all get it. Or you can leave it as a comment below this video. If you're watching on catch up, thank you for getting this far. And if you're with us live today, all 53 of you, thanks for supporting the channel. We really do appreciate it. We're going to go around the table now, say tra, and then I'm going to have to go and cook. Ian, thank you for joining us again. If you want to join us, just let me know, and I'll open the room for you every week. And if you want to submit something for us to show, then I'll put you back on the list for Frame.io.
Uh,
But have a
that
think
would
about it.
be
Let me know.
that would be handy, but I'll talk to you about that some other time.
Offline, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I'm always saying I'm going to do it, but I never get there. I'm always too busy. Haven't got enough time, as somebody says.
Always
Um,
busy in nature.
That's it, busy in nature.
Yeah.
Uh, something to finish up with. It might be relevant for chat tonight. You've heard of the saying, every cloud has a silver lining. So find the silver lining. Look for the positives in everything. Even the most negative situation can have a silver lining. When things go wrong, ask yourself, what have I learned from this situation? Have I gained anything? Has anyone shown you unexpected kindness? Are any of your relationships stronger? Do you know what you'll do different next time? Take some time to think about the great things you want for your future. Visualize them, or even better, write them down. Imagine how it will feel to achieve these goals and remember this positive feeling. Come back to it when you're feeling down and you'll get an instant boost. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
Ladies and
good,
gentlemen,
thank
you've been
you.
watching Balcony Banter.
And we are nominated for an Oscar.
I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Christina, your last words?
I just looked at some films he made with the drone and they're fantastic.
Aww.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you very much.
Here,
Freaky
here.
Friday is going to be. I'm going to be showing the settings one I did this morning. Plus, I'm going out tomorrow and hopefully doing some interviews. So stick around for Freaky Friday. I'm just going to be in a bar somewhere. If you want to join me, let me know and I'll tell you where I'm going to be. I can even come to you because I'm driving because I'm not drinking. There you go, Juliani.
Yeah.
What's the?
Well, just be imperfectly perfect, and yeah, and do your little piece every day for a better world, and yeah, and that's what hope is. We gotta keep going and gotta stay optimistic, and optimism you can achieve by doing your best every day, and your best doesn't have to be looking the same every day. So we shouldn't be getting stressed about if it's not the same as yesterday.
That's true.
But still making the effort. I think that's the best way to go.
And on that note, ladles and jelly
So
spoons, Google thinks you might like that one next. That one. And if you want to support the channel, you can support it by going to our wedding photograph down the corner there. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing.
yes.
And we'll see you on the next one. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.